Hello and good morning. Guess what? We're in week 4-3. This is main date and period. Today is the 29th. Make sure that if you didn't take your test, so you have your test and homework due / classwork. Remember, if you're not working in class the entire time, you will lose points. If you're playing, you'll lose points as well. Well, let's take a look here. This first one right here says, are they congruent? Well, this angle, 10 degrees, is equal to this angle, side, and then you have an angle. So angle, side, angle. Yes. Congruent by angle, side, angle. And that's how you do that. Okay? Take a look at this one. Well, you're going to separate them. So you have a little one like this. And tell me what I did wrong. Okay, so this part is not that part. And I need this part. So you're going to take 15 minus 10 and get 5. So that should be 5. And then I'm going to go vertical over vertical equals flat over flat. I'm going to cross multiply. And actually, all you got to do really is multiply the 20. Leave the x alone. So it's going to be 5 times 20 divided by 15. And then you can work that out. You can actually reduce. 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 15 3. So your answer is going to be 3 goes into 20 6 times. So 6 point something, probably 6.8, 6.9. You can do it on your calculator. And this would be inches because it's just one dimension. Okay, today, copy this down. Volume of a cylinder. So draw a circle, an oval, draw another oval, which we'll call a circle, and then connect the sides, and you have a cylinder. To find the volume of any figure, it's big B times H. Write that down. And big B is the area of the bottom. Okay, so on this one, the bottom is a circle. So that would be pi radius squared is big B times the height. So let's give some numbers here so we can work this. So let's make the diameter 10. So write that down. And let's make the height 20. So to get volume, you're going to take the area, which is pi, times the radius squared. The radius is going to be 5 times the height. So you get your calculator out. And what you're going to do here is going to, let's see if we can get this thing to work here. Let me switch to this other calculator because it's just a little easier for this. That one I was graphing. So here we're going to have 3.14 times 25, 5 times 5, times 20. So the volume is going to be 1570. And this is 2 dimensions, so it's going to be square inches or square feet. It's area. Whenever you see that 2, and actually no, it should be a 3 because it's 3 dimension. It's length times width times height. Length times width times height is 3 dimension. And there it is, and that's volume. Okay, and that's how you do that. I want you to try one. So put try, draw a cylinder. Let's make the height 7, and let's make the radius 4, and find the volume. Okay, I want to see the work. So volume is big B times H, so it's going to be pi, radius squared, the radius is 4, times the height, which is 7. and then multiply that out, you got your answer. Make sure you put it as cubic inches because it's volume. Today you have a worksheet which looks like this. If you can't be with us, guess what? It's here. All you got to do is copy it down and put worksheet. Okay? So they're right here. All right, and then the next page is right here. And you got all period to work on this. If you don't finish, do it at home, okay? Remember, if you finish early, do not pack up. If you do, you will lose points, okay? All right, so let's turn our attention now to college algebra. Okay, so copy all of that. Put name, date, period. Today is the 1/29/24. You have a test, and you have homework, classwork, if you haven't turned it in or taken the test. We're starting a new chapter, chapter 5. Okay, I didn't go over hyperbolas from the last chapter, but I did ask you to try to study up on that, try to figure it out, watch some videos, okay? All right, so let's turn our attention now to this. And by the way, this is week 4-3, and this is it. All right, so all you're going to do here is graph. So if you haven't gotten a graphing calculator, get up and do so now. Make sure you put them back. All right, so what you need to do is graph these, and I tried to graph these earlier, so let me see if I can go ahead. It looks like my calculator is still thinking from about 5 minutes ago, so I might have overworked it. Okay, so let me get this out of here. Let's clear it. So what we're going to do is clear it, and we're going to go up. Okay, so look here. They want you to evaluate this function, and this is called an exponential function. In exponential functions, the inverse is the log, okay? And we'll talk about that. In any event, we're just going to press 2 and raise it to that power. So press 2 on your calculator, and then hit shift, or that little caret key, and then you want to raise it to a negative. Now look, the negative key is right here. Don't press the minus, press the negative key, and then press 3.1. And then press equals. And actually I'm doing graphing on that. So we got to get out of that. So let's see how we can go back to the calculator. Show it off, see what happens. Okay, let me try that again. So press 2, hit the caret key, and then press negative 3.1, and then press enter. And there it is. And you're going to do that for each one of these. Okay, let's try one more. Clear your calculator. Press 2, hit the caret key, press the negative key, and then press pi. And pi is somewhere over here. Right there. Pi is right here. Okay, so press second, and then pi, and then press equals. And actually I did a negative on that. So let me see if I can get that out of there. Okay, so I think all they want, oh, and it was negative, sorry. So press negative and then pi. Okay, I guess I was right. All right, press enter, and there it is. All right. Okay, anyway, that's how you do that. Let's talk about these now. These say graph. So what you're going to do is get your graphing calculator, and you're going to clear it out, and then you're going to press these. So you're going to press 2, hit shift, and then you're going to go to the X power, and then you're going to hit graph. Okay, now I might have to zoom out or zoom in. Let me zoom in. Okay, you can see my calculator is thinking, okay? But what you're going to have to do on yours is graph them. So make sure you do. I'm wondering if my battery's going low. I might have to charge it up. All right, you're going to graph these as well. If you get stuck, ask. And then this is called the one-to-one property. So copy this down. Okay, so here we go. So when you copy that down, what you want to do is try to make the base the same. So this base is a 3. This is your exponent. So you want to change that 9 to 3 to the second power equals 3 to the x plus 1. Once you have the bases the same, then you can set the exponents equal to each other. So here you can say 2 is equal to x plus 1, and then work it out. Subtract 1 and get x equals 1. And that's how you do that. That's called the one-to-one property. Copy this one down right here. All right, so the way you're going to work this is you're going to move the 2 up. When you move the 2 up, it becomes a negative x, because the 2 is a positive 1, and when you move it up, the exponent changes to a negative right here. And you already had the x. And then 8 is going to be 2 to the third power. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. And now you have the bases the same, so you can set the exponents equal to each other. So negative x is equal to 3. You want to divide by a negative, and you're going to get x equals a negative 3. And that's how you do that. Okay? One-to-one. You can always look at the answers and figure it out and work backwards. Today's work is right here. Make sure you copy the problems, put a heading. This is your heading. I need to see this on every page. And then I want to see the problems and the work. You know the gig. All right, have a good morning, and we'll talk later.